There you go. Okay, and everybody can see my screen. So yesterday we ended up here at rate categories. So I showed you on this little icon here, that's your department split, where you can split it with food and accommodation. You can also add your tourism levy in here, in your rate. Okay. Same with dinner, bed and breakfast, and the same with room only. Now on the rates as well, it's got a name, okay? It is has got splits down, and you can also decide if you want to have it online. So dinner, bed and breakfast, you type it in, it works in rands. If you have it in another currency and you have it in another bank account in another currency, you can add the bank details in there and your SWIFT IBC number. This is your default rate and it's online available. If you want to create more, you just go action, create more, and you call it. You can name it and list it the way you want it. If you don't want it online, you just leave it off like I did with the STOs. So that is offline and this is online.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah,
So if we are linking to STOs via HTI, then we must say online or not? Is this online only
no,
for the website?
yeah, it's for your direct link.
Okay.
Okay,
So it's
so it's
authorized
just, yeah,
HTI.
yeah, for your direct link. But if you link your channel manager
Okay,
to
that's
those, if we set up your channel manager, you can decide which rate are you going to push towards your booking.com and Expedia and Agoda. For HDI, currently you're giving them the rates and they will upload it for you. But
okay.
like I said, to be busy with a integration currently with them so that you can push, because from booking.com and Expedia and Agoda, you can push your rate from Q to B. With HDI, you still have to give them the rate. So they've given us the APIs now, so we're going to integrate where you can push your rate from Q to B to HDI. Then you don't have to do it there manually with them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you can create multiple ones just by action create new, and you can call it whatever you want to. Just it's very important that you decide if it's it offline or online. Which one is are you going to map with your channel manager at the end? They will ask you if they map your channel manager, which rate do you want to map with each OTA? Go. What rate do you currently use for the OTAs? The standard one.
Yes. The room
Okay.
only for the backpackers and the DBB for the other
Okay.
accommodation. Yeah.
Yeah. All
The way
right.
it's set up already.
Yeah.
Mm.
So first, when we go live and you connect your channels, let's stick to what's on the OTAs currently. And if you want to make changes later to it, you can. But
Okay.
if you make changes now to the OTAs and we want to map, then we normally experience problems. And we all know how long you wait for booking.com and Expedia and Agoda to come back to you.
We are in touch at the moment. We have them both switched off.
Oh, okay.
So we'll change channel managers and then switch them back on again.
Yeah.
Everything is
So
working.
if they carry dinner, bed and breakfast currently in room only, leave them at that. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and then we're gonna go to rate generator. Now, like I said to you yesterday, this is the old rate generator screen. I'm gonna show you this one first. So let's say for the backpackers private room, it sleeps free. I cannot do another room with it because there isn't another one that sleeps free, and the prices may differ. So I select backpackers private room, that's the category. I select the dates from this date to that date, and you can go forward. If you do a whole year, You could do a whole year. Okay. Then step 3, pick the right category. Which one do you want to use? Okay. So let's say for this one now, I'm going to generate on room only. And I'm going to, and it's occupancy based. So meaning rate 1 equals 1 person. Rate 2 equals total of 2 guests. Rate 3, total of 3. And up to 6, if you have child rates, we carry 2 child policies, pensioner policies. And this is for max plus rate. And that's if you ask extra per person per room. So backpackers will be, let's say for the first person, it's 200. And you can do as well, over a weekend, it's more expensive. And on a Sunday, it's 150. For 2 guests in that room, it's now 400.
Okay.
It's 600, 600, and 300 on a Sunday night. If free book, then it is 450, 450, 450, 450. Go. And you have to type it out right through each day of the week.
For
But
each
you can,
resource.
yeah. You don't have child policies. If you had child policies, you would complete them, yeah. And if you had pensioner rights, you'll complete them, yeah. Then if I click generate, immediately it go into a generation and it's going to change the rate now from the 19th to the 31st of December on room only to these rates. Then you wait a while. I'm not going to generate on yours. And then there's a screen popping up that says rate generation complete. And then you do the next one. Okay.
So it's on resource, not category.
Then you set up. It's on categories. Okay. So let's say I'm doing the dormitory beds. Okay. Where is, there. So there's the full dormitory, there's the dormitory beds. From this date to that date. Sorry, I'm just scared I'm going to forget and click on generation on your real system. Okay, dormitory is room only and it is a bed. So let's say it's 150 and it can only take one. Then I'll only complete rate 1 because it equals capacity 1. Okay, so per person per night is equals rate 1. Only
Stops you from
the system
going to
only
rate
wants one rate. For backpackers, sleep 4, you'll complete up to 4.
So Henriette, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So does it stop you from the other ones?
No,
Okay,
no.
so you
It
need to.
allows you to if you want to complete 5 or 6, of course they can only be able to book up to 4. But
Okay.
let's say by mistake you completed up to rate 5,
Yeah.
the room can only take 4. It's going to publish the rating QTB for up to 5 people, but nobody will be able to book up to 5.
Okay, that's a
Okay.
plus. Okay.
But let's say this room and that room is the same pricing, or all your beds, your dormitory 1 and 2 beds are the same price. You can do them together by holding the control in and do them together. Okay, then my favorite. Any questions on this? Please don't use this or try to use it. We wanted to remove it. It's like I said, it's an old screen, but a lot of people go in here and they say, I'm just going to adjust the rates, and then they make mistakes, and then you have to go and clear all the rates, and they have to start all over again. Okay. So please don't use this section here.
You mean which section, or you mean the screen?
Skip step 4 if you want to copy rates from another resource.
So this is when you want to copy or
No,
use it. Okay.
please don't use it at all.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So it's step 1, step 2, step 3. Occupancy based, you'll fill in up to 3. For that, you'll fill up to rate 4. Per person per night, it only needs 1 rate, the first rate. And you don't have per room. Per room per night will also just be for 1 rate. Any questions on this?
Not from me.
Okay. All availability is my favorite to generate the rates from. It's just faster, quicker, and easier to do. Okay, so if I go into backpackers and I say room only, show rates. Okay, so there's the rates that you've currently got on. So I'm just going to change up to Friday. Okay, I can then go to rates and I say I want that. There I choose my category, my rate that I'm going to generate for now from today up to Friday. Make it 880, 880, and what's the effort? 1, 2. Okay, rate generation successfully. You see how quick it is. There's the new rate in already, and it's already available online.
So sorry, Henriette, I sort of missed those ones. Just where because I had to quickly answer a call. Which menu item did you go to? I'm trying to follow on my screen as well.
Okay, rates.
Where's rate?
Then okay, from where did you miss? So
Yeah.
you open up the category with the plus sign. You
Oh, you're at resource planner. Okay.
Now I'm at all availability screen.
All availability. Okay. Okay. That's what.
Okay, I click on the little plus next to the category.
Okay.
I choose the rate. I say show rates. It currently shows you the rate that you've got on the system. Now we just changed these ones. I'm going to change them back to your own rate now again. Then there's a black button that says stay requirements and rates. You click on the rates. You click the category. It's already there on the category. The rate that you're going to generate from this date to that date. And it's 785, 785, 1175. So you see, here's also rate 1, rate 2, rate 3. So it
So
means
let's
this.
take it from that category. So if it was sleeps 4, we would have had rate 4.
If it's sleep 4, it will show you sleep up to rate 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
So it changes depending on what it is there.
Yeah. So if it's midweek rates this, you can tick the weekend and then afterwards come and do the weekend on its own.
So you would need to put a new rate for the weekend, right? You need to say create rate and then click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And there's the rate back.
Okay.
Okay, let's do another one. So if let's say I want to do this one, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. It's already picking up from the category. This rate's got 4 people. This backpackers private room can sleep 4. I can now go and I can type in the 4 rates and it immediately updates the link and pushes the new rate. Much faster, less typing to do it than the old screens. And when I'm done and I want to see what rate do I have in, I can open up all the resources and I can see which rate is available for them.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm on room only now, so you'll see this campsite don't have the DBB rates. So if I switch back to DBB rate, now you'll see the campsites and the dormitory don't have DBB rates. The rooms and the rondavels have DBB rates. Okay. So here up to 6 can sleep, there's up to 6. Who does the rate generation at your venue?
Me.
It's gonna be
Okay.
correct.
Karika, any questions?
No, seems easy
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, it's very easy. If I want to go and I want to do for the standard rondavel, the bed and breakfast or STO from this date to whatever date. Okay, and I type in the rate, add, and it immediately updates.
And if we want to add a new rate code like STO, we just go there in the corner
They-
and add.
No, like yeah, in your rate categories,
Okay. First.
rate categories, action, create new.
Okay, and then the actual value gets loaded.
And
under
the
that.
value gets generated by all the availability or the rate generator. But this one is just much faster for
Yeah.
me. It generates faster. It takes a while to populate your screen and you can see immediately what you've done and is it correct or not.
Okay, and if we wanted to change the rate for one day, if we decided we wanted a higher rate
Yeah.
or lower rate, just do it.
So
Then.
if I go there and I say, show me the rates, and do you have access to these black buttons, Karika?
Let me log in and check quickly. I should do.
Please
so-
check for me because some users don't have access to do that.
Change rates.
So it's under reservations, all availability.
Also, you can give access to the specific. So on that user access, you would say what all availability, and then the
Yeah.
rates button would come up.
So when I look under the reservations, I don't have an all availability option.
Didn't we put it on for her? I showed you, Chepu, how to put it on for Karika. Hey?
I did, yeah. Let me see.
Let's see.
Yeah, all availability, right?
Yeah, no, it's not on.
It's not on, is it? I thought I did.
Can I do it?
Yeah.
I've got a recording, so I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, it's not on.
Okay. Karika, just log out and log in again.
Okay.
You've done it.
Yeah.
Okay. All availability.
And then in the corner there, you should have the rates and stay requirements.
Just busy loading.
Okay.
The admin room.
Yeah, I have the stay. I have that, both of them.
Okay, great. Okay, so also what Tepu asked if you want to just change today's rate. So let's do show rates. And I just want to change today's rate, this one. And I want to make it 885. Just say save. And there's it, 885. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so you'd go to that specific date.
Yeah, if you want to change only that one rate, I'll click on the rate and I can change it. If I want to generate rates, I'll come there to rates. Okay, I'll select the category. I'll select the rate type. I'll select the dates from that date to that date. And this one can sleep 6, so it's got up to 6. Then
this
I'll
is a very
type,
hard for a longer period of time, but you only want to do for one day, you just click on the day.
yeah.
The one that's not clear for me now is if you were doing midweek versus week, you just go for the same time period.
Okay, so let's say this is only for midweek.
Yeah.
I'll add, then I'll come back and then I'll do the weekend rates, same date, and it will remember your dates
Oh,
that
so
you've
so it
done.
doesn't override, because I was thinking it's going to override the midweek.
What do
No,
you
it
mean?
would depend on what days of the week you're going to tick.
It depends on the days that you're going to tick
Yeah.
that it's going to generate for.
Okay. So, okay, my question was this. Let's say we initially did Monday to, okay, we just done, I think,
Mm,
Thursday to Friday, right? For that day, for that period, right?
mm.
If you say new rate and then you click maybe Monday to Tuesday, because I think we've just done Wednesday to Sunday, does it then update to say it doesn't override the other one to say you're not charging for that period? Does it just?
Let's go and do it for real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my apartment rate, I've got a bed and breakfast, I think. Show rates. I've got no rates in. Okay, in my apartments currently. So now I want to go and generate rates.
Yeah.
I go rates for apartments,
Yeah.
for bed and breakfast from this date
Okay.
to that date. And my apartment is per room per night, so it's only got the one rate done.
So in that case, I wanted to see when you do it Monday to Wednesday. Let's say you had a Monday to
Yeah.
Wednesday rate,
So
right?
look, yeah, I've done the whole week now. I'm showing you now.
Yeah.
Done the whole week. Now I decide I want to charge more for my weekends.
Yes.
I can go, see, it remembers where you ended,
Okay.
25 April. And I say, no, I'm going to make my weekends more expensive. And I'm going to make that 6.5.
Okay.
It will override the 5.5.
For
You see
those,
the,
okay, I see. What I
okay.
thought it would do is that because of the new rate, I thought it would delete Wednesday, the 5.5, as if you're not
No,
charging, and then only charge 6.5.
no, it overrides the rate that you've currently in.
Okay.
If I decide, no, this is a long weekend, I'm going to charge them for a weekend, or my weekends are getting more popular now. I want to charge 6.8. All my weekends are
Then
6.8.
it keeps the other ones. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, it keeps the week, and you can override the weekend if you want to.
Okay.
Or you can do this way, and let's say my campsites, and it's bed only. And from that date, you see, it remembers where I was. And I'm going to do only midweek, and I'm leaving that blank. And I'm going to say my rate one is 250. Now, this is Max Plus, what we call Max Plus. You guys won't be using it. It says the campsite can take up to 6 people, and every person that you bring along extra, that's a base rate for 2 people. And then it can take up to 6 and a 1 extra, but you don't have this rate though. And there you go. Now I didn't do weekends. Now I can go back.
Okay, no, I get it.
I can go back and I can do the weekends separately.
Okay.
Okay. So I can go back and I can say for my campsite, bed only, from that date to that date. And I can say Monday, Friday, Saturday, it's 300, it's 200. 6 people, and then my plus rate is 200 rand. Let's see if I've got one that works more or less like yours. Person per night. So if I want to go and do rates here, I'll say my dormitory, bed only. And the whole week is the same, 250 per person, done, dusted, and immediately populates the rate. Let me show you the old one. Dormitory, and I go the dates. And I go bed only. I have to now type in 250,
Okay.
250, 250, 250, 250, 250, and then go generate. And it says generation complete. So it comes up quick now because I only selected the month. But as soon as you go over 6 months or a year, it takes a while to generate because it's packing all those rates every day in the server for this specific category.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions on rate generation?
No.
Not. Okay. Then we've
Obviously,
got,
these are these already trailed.
no, not at all.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't happen on a booking. It happens in the venue setup.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Then
I have a question. Sorry. So if
mm.
we change a rate, it won't affect existing bookings.
If you
If I change a rate, say for tomorrow night, it won't affect the bookings that are already
no,
in.
no.
Okay.
Okay. If it's already on a booking at that rate, it won't affect the booking or the rate, the previous bookings. Okay. Then the cutoff times. So I don't know if you've got cutoff times, but a lot of our venues in the cities have cutoff times, so you can't book after this time, or you can't just pitch up and arrive there. They don't like it, and they don't accept bookings after a certain time. So we're gonna
You
create
mean as you
another.
make the booking or check-in time?
Yeah, check-in time. So a lot of venues say, if it's not in by 12 o'clock today, I'm not taking more people because I don't have staff and I must go and get the rooms ready. So they don't take last minute bookings. Okay.
We don't really smell in. I'm not sure. Do we have cut-off time? I don't think we do.
Henriette, will this feed to the channels or is this only for ourselves and direct bookings? Must we set it up?
It will feed to booking.com, Expedia and Agoda.
Okay.
Okay, but it's easy to do. You select from this date. Let me just go to the future. Up to that date. You cannot arrive, or I don't take bookings. My cutoff is 12 o'clock. Okay, so every day the bookings will cut off at 12. There's a lot in the city. They don't just want to take. It's a security risk for them to take last minute bookings, and then like nobody's gonna drive out to your venue without a booking. I think, unless somebody gets a flat tire there on the mountain, and Google and see you close by, you'll get a call and say, "Do you have a room for us?"
You get sometimes some of those where people just come in and want to book, maybe like at 4 or something. Do you have a room, kind of? So this, but like Karika said, this is for the online, right? So it's not
Yeah,
like okay, it
it's
won't.
just when it cuts off your rooms at that time, so you can't do on the same. After 12, I'm not going to accept bookings.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do.
Okay.
I've made a note here because I made a few notes of questions that I will send once all the training's done. And
Yeah.
I did something we should consider. Maybe like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because you don't want a booking.com booking coming in at 6 o'clock and maybe it gets missed.
Yeah.
No, we definitely need cut-off times also.
Okay, I'm going to show you the old stay requirements. Of course, you work by category. So that's your minimum stays that you can generate. So there do you select on which rate do I want to do minimum stays on my bed and breakfast for which resources. So I don't want campsites in there. Let's say I want my luxury rooms in there. I want my standard rooms in there. On my bed and breakfast, my apartments, my luxury rooms, and my standard rooms. That's all my categories. Then I can say from a Friday to a Sunday, from this date up to, let's say, to 30 November, I have a minimum stay of 2 nights. Okay, and I say insert the periods. There's all the weekends now up until 30 November 2024. On bed and breakfast rate for these categories of mine, there's all the weekends for the year, and I can generate the minimum stay of 2 nights. Okay, if I don't want to do the whole year's weekends, okay, we also have no arrival. So if you don't take arrivals on a Monday or on a Sunday, you can set it up. So you can say from a Monday, from a Sunday to a Monday. From that date, no minimum nights. I don't take arrivals, set, and it will set it for you. Insert periods, and you can say generate. We also have no departure. Some venues of us, you can't depart on a Sunday. Don't know if you use it. And you can also say, let's say for December you closed, you can also say closed, and it closes up the whole venue. So this is when you create multiple periods. You can also do your long weekends like this. So let's say this is the first long weekend, and from that weekend to this weekend, I want minimum stay of 3 nights on these apartments or only on my luxury room. Then the next long weekend, let's say it's this weekend, from that date to that date, you have to stay a minimum of 3 nights. Generate, and there you go. Any questions?
No. You chose in this one. You generated for the category, not the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, you've got a room, okay, for bed and breakfast, and let's say my kudu apartment. I can select it, and it's going to be closed from today up until that Tuesday. I want to close it because there's damage in it, or water damage, or the geyser burst, or whatever. Can generate, and it will close up the room.
Or you could just go, I forgot which setup, but make it inactive.
Yes, you can just make it inactive, or you can just close it. Just remember, if you make it inactive, it's inactive for infinity until you go and make it active again.
Okay.
This, you are saying from the 19th to the 2nd of April, please close that room.
Okay.
Okay. Or let's say the boss is coming, and he's coming and he stays from that date to that date. In the honeymoon suite, nobody must be able to book it up until 11 May. Generate, and it will close up that room.
And
Just
tell me, does this affect occupancy?
sorry?
So Does
Yeah,
it affect?
it will not calculate as
Okay, so
bookings.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
So this is the old rate stay requirements generator, all availability one. Okay, so I can say for my bed and breakfast rate, stay requirements. Okay, and if I have stay requirements, it will show it like this on the screen. So there's the minimum of 2 nights I generated on it. Then I want to generate new ones. I can go and I can do it by categories or by rooms. So I can say for my dormitory, for my bed only, from this date up to that date, you have to stay a minimum of 2 nights with me. And once again, you can say it only applies to weekends. Full stay means you have to stay that full period with me. Some venues have a week where they select a week in the school holidays and you have to stay with for 7 nights. If you select the 7 nights there, it means full stay. The system automatically book out the 7 nights for them. Close, you can close the room or the category. See, much quicker, and that's why I like the screens. So let's say, for instance, my campsite one, I want to close it. See, it remembers what was your last date for you, and I want to close it. Not minimum stays, I want to close it. It will close campsite one.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, I want to, on my categories, on my standard rooms, on full board, for this week, it's a school holiday. You have to stay with me for that full stay. And I can then click on full stay. If the client books here, and it will force them to book 7 nights. Okay.
So for 2 nights, if you're setting it up, you'd click full stay.
No, full stay means that full period. If I want a minimum of 2 nights, I'll do 2 nights. If I want a minimum of 7 nights, I'll do 7 nights. But if I say full stay, it takes it from this date to that date, and it will force them to book a full week.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no.
Okay, so you can decide which one, they both work together, and which one you want to use. But I just prefer doing it from the all availability. It populates easier and it generates quicker. The old ones, like I said, the only reason why we're not removing them, there's some tannies and worms that's been with us for 8 years and they don't want us to remove the old screens.
Okay.
Facilitators, that's when we got to the activities. Well, I said you can, I'm still in my demo. Let's go back to yours. So if you by mistake generated the wrong rate, you can just go and generate again. It's going to overwrite that rate that you just generated. Okay. Okay, so let's go to facilitators. You've got nothing in here currently. That is where I said in the activities where you can select which facilitator is going to take them. So you can have names in here. It's Moses or Sani or Yanni who's going to take this group that's booked here. That's what facilitators is for.
You're going to use it, we'll be adding. Wow.
Yeah. So action, create new, and you can just add ones. And you can also make them inactive if you don't want to use them anymore. Okay. So if you want to add the names, when you set up facilitators, action, create new.
Okay. You said we mustn't add now because you're going to delete them once you go live.
No, you can add. You are live. We're not going to delete anything out of the venue setup. All the bookings, that was already in deleted status. There's your active bookings, and all your other bookings are already in deleted status, the fake ones. But from here on, we don't delete anything. We don't update and we don't delete.
Okay. I just added one just to see.
Yeah, so there, Bella Joseph, and there is added. Now look, if I go to activities, and I go to activity monitor, and I say, there, you're going to take somebody if they're in that group. Okay. And you can create user logins for them and give them access only to the activity monitor. Okay. Okay. So we were at facilitator. So it's quite easy to add names. Okay. Price list groups. Have you decided if you're going to sell anything online yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so you'll create a price list group, action create new. You can call that extra list, that price list group, online extras, housekeeping, kitchen list, whatever you want to call it. Remember, we did it already in user training, where everything that they purchased online, we display it on the extra list, which they can print out, and I can see all the extras that they must prepare for the client for the day that's arriving.
Well, what kind of stuff would you put in here? The price?
Seppo, I would think that picnic basket, the sunset picnic, you could even put the wine, that Sani wine.
Okay, can I do that from here?
Well, we can do the Sani red wine. What is it, a cab? I can't remember now.
Okay, and what will you call that list that it compiles to? Extra list, add-ons, online add-ons, or?
Add-ons is good.
Yeah, if we wanted to solve, yeah, because I think, wines you can, they're not really weather dependent. Wines, wine, I think you can put Sunny wine.
No, so I've created an add-on list. Let me do it first, Sepu.
Okay.
Before you do it, add-on list, and you can go and change the name with clicking on the pencil. If you don't want to use it, make it inactive.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll show you now why I'm saying let me do it first. Then you have to go to a price list, and you've only got your conference room currently in there. Okay. Now I'm going to say action, create new. What is the first item that Karika said?
Sani, so Sani red wine. Steph, was it a Cabernet?
Yeah, I think there's a Cabernet.
Because obviously we don't want to just call it red wine because it's a very nice looking, it's got the logo and it's locally made. And
I think Sunny, we're going to change the name, yes. Let's say it's the red wine.
Okay, and do you know the mils that it is? 750 mil.
750.
Yeah.
750 mil. Okay, and the price? And the price?
I think it's 700, Seppo. Or we can change it. We're just doing it as an example.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Sunny Pinot Touch. I think the price is 350.
Okay, but you can go and add more.
Yeah, just put on whatever.
It's a description, a price list group, add-on list. Then you put it on the add-on list, okay? And you say, where must it be available? With my accommodation. What accommodation? You can select. Do you want it with every accommodation or just with your rooms?
I think we can do it with all accommodations. I mean, we want to sell more to make more revenue, so
yeah.
Sell it.
Yeah.
I think just the luxury standard. Yeah, all the rooms.
Because the backpackers might also be interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's a different sort of market. They usually come just for the.
Okay, and what's the other item?
You know what? I think for now, leave that one, and then we can
Okay.
the other one.
So let me show you now if I go and book online.
Would you be able to? Do you include pictures in these, or just
No.
okay?
So there's a Sani Cabernet wine, 700. I want 2 of them. I can add it to my room. Oh, not 13, 2. My mouse is
Yeah,
flat.
that's a good
I
idea.
need
Yeah.
I need a battery.
But you
Okay.
could also consider adding the stuff on the curio shop.
No, true. It's just that we haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
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 So I'm going to go back to, so now you've got a list. So this is how you create action, create new. Okay.
Yeah.
And you give it a name, a price, and then you decide on which list must it appear and is it online accommodation. If you only want it with certain resources, you can select the resources or leave it open so that anybody. If it's tax exempt, you can mark it as tax exempt. Okay, so here at your price list, so now you've got 2 items. What's very important, it's also got this little department breakdown, and we've added this under venue hire. Okay, but now this wine is not allocated, so you have to come and allocate it. You say action, create new, it goes under beverages department, and the value is 700.
You said I can go change. Can we change the value as because I think it's going to appear? Melina said it's actually 450. Just in case we forget. Since we created it.
450.
That's it. Also, this comes in the notes of the booking then. It would show.
Yeah, so if I go to a booking and I want to add, I can add it online, or I go to one of my old bookings. Okay, and I want to add it now from my price list. And 2 bottles, create. So it's now a price list item.
What do people typically put in there, or anything like a jacuzzi, spa treatment, or the whatever?
Anything that you sell at a price.
Okay.
Right. So your price list, you can edit one by one. There's a department slip or delete each one. You can also go export to Excel. I don't know how's your Excel skills, but I prefer doing all of this in Excel.
Yes, Excel skills are very good.
Okay. So I take it to Excel, and there's my whole price list. I leave that first ID open because the system will create automatically an ID. Don't delete these ones. You can re-upload with the same ID. So let's add Coke. Okay, and it's 25. Do you want it, if it's online, it's true. Do you see that true? Do you want to compile it to a list? Add on yes. And I say it's going to be an add-on with accommodation. If I don't want it as an add-on extra, it's the same as the ticks now. I'm just working in Excel. It will be false. Okay. It's not a package. It falls under beverages department. And what's the value? It must equal that value. 25. Let's do another one. And let's say menu 1. And it's, let's say, person. and it's 350. And I say I don't want it online, so it's false, false, false. The package is Ryback, comma, up, comma, sauce. Okay.
And that's the bright pack idea, Karika.
Yes.
Yeah.
About.
And
Okay.
if we load it online, we can do it only available for the backpackers. Doesn't have to be made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, okay, and it falls under food department. Whatever you use here must just equal what you've got really in your departments. Okay.
So it just exports into Q2B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to say the value is 350. Let's say out of that, it goes to food, 300, and beverages gets, let me just check, value name and a beverages gets 50 Rand. Out of that 350, 300 goes to food and beverages gets 50 Rand, because included in this packet is a lekker zamalek. Okay. Now I go and save my spreadsheet. So you can also, if you want to update prices at the end of the year, you can do it that way. And I go save as. Just going to put it under your. Okay, and I go and close up. Now I'm coming here, back to Q2B. I say action, upload. Choose file. I go and find my file in my massive filing system. Okay, and I've got price list. Upload. Done.
Sure, easy.
So there's Coke, there's the menu per person, and it's already with the department breakdowns.
Okay. I think it's probably easier to do it online, to do it here.
Yeah, so that's why I'm showing you both. Some
Yeah.
people like Excel, some people like to do it one by one, yeah. Okay. And if you look at the menu now, it's uploaded everything that I added, typed, comma, into the menu here.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to delete, you can delete it like that with one dustbin. If you want to delete both of them, action, delete selected.
Mm.
Okay, that's price lists and price list groups. So this item now is online, and if they order it, it will reflect on that extra list if somebody books that wine. Okay, add on list. Right, then we're getting to function sheets. Now currently you don't have anything, so I'm just going to create a function sheet. What do you want to call that function sheet?
Let's say daily lunch, or tour group lunch or something. Yeah, two lunches.
Okay, how long before the event must the function sheet link stop? 7 days,
No, yeah, we typically get it
3 days,
2 days,
2 days,
like a day. I think a day. Mainly,
one day.
yeah, because we get a day before, then we prepare. Yeah, one.
Right? Okay, so there's 2 lunches, and then I say create new. So what's your first item that you want to ask us? ask the tour operator. What's the first question on the function sheet?
Yeah, how many people? First is how many people and what they're having to eat. We typically give them a menu that they choose from. And then
Okay, you can go and change all of this. You can make it a header, and you can also make it inactive or just edit it by clicking on the pencil.
okay.
Okay. So then the second question will be, what menu do you send them menus to select from?
Yeah, they have they choose from a selection.
Okay. You can also type it in here or have it in here with a link so they can download it.
The menu, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Is there a reason you put in that 10 or just your own unique name? It could be 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it can be 1, 2, or 3. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you now why I always do 10, 20, and 30. And let's say, please list your special dietary requirements. And then the next one, let's do another one. You can come and edit it. What time will you bring your guests? And then 50 is, will you have a bar tab or will each guest pay their own bill? So you can set it up. You can edit my questions. Why I start in 10s, 20s, and 30s. Now I've set up my full function sheet, and I remember, actually, I wanted to ask a question before I asked that one. So now I've got space, and now I can say, make this number 9. Do you require special parking? And I can move it before that question. Do you see there?
Okay.
That's why I start with 10s and 20s. Once I've set up my function sheet and I'm finally with the layout that I want, I can go and reset them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I just leave space in between should I wish to add another question on top there. If I don't want that question anymore on top, I can make it 60. And then it moves it down to 60. I always start with those because it allows you to go back and relist. Now, if we go to a booking, we do this as a quote. Okay. Now I can select the function sheet to our lunches. Okay. I can send it to a customer.
Oh, so this is from a current booking, right?
Yeah.
They've easily created a booking.
Yeah, I just use one of my old bookings now to play around with.
Okay.
And now it's going to send me the link of the function sheet and I can complete it.
Can we see how it looks like?
Yeah, let me just, my mailbox is quite full. Okay, let's just wait for it to download. Okay, and then I can complete it. You can complete it also. There's the questions and answers. Remember last week I showed you if it's not online, they won't have that menu. And when a client finish answering, they can just submit.
Also, the function sheet you send every time with the, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, with every group, they've got their own stuff with every booking.
Okay. Initially, I was thinking, just like activities, you can have a link that you create for a group that they always come to and send. Okay.
I can type in anything in there or a Bible for you. Okay. And then once they close their browser, doesn't look like my mailbox is going to deliver while I'm busy.
Okay.
Okay, it is then that you can print a function sheet and you can print the extension. There's all my questions and answers. And the extended function sheet gives you all your header details, all the questions and answers, and all the items that they've bought and booked.
How did you calculate the price, or you put it in the function?
It's in the booking. There's the line items.
Okay, you in the line item you put there how much it is, and
Yeah.
the price.
So you'll put menu 1, and it's for 50 guests.
Okay.
And it's, let's say, 350, goes towards food, save. If I go now and I go,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
questions and answers, invoice items.
Okay. 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 Did you take the video again? Okay, but yeah, it's gonna. Because,
So there's one. If you want to come back to it, a function sheets, you click on the little, if you want to see what it's going to look like, you can preview it with the little eye.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to edit the questions, click on the pencil and edit the questions by clicking on the pencil. If you don't want to ask that question anymore, you can say inactive.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, the function sheet you always send the link to in the creating or booking. It's not where one can access it on your
It's not
website.
a RSVP link. No, this is this you'll send to the organizer, to operator, and he'll complete it for you.
Okay. And each sheet is a different booking.
Each function sheet is for its own booking.
Okay. So if we're doing these lunches daily, we're gonna have to do bookings daily for them, right? And send the sheet. Even.
Yeah. Okay. Then feedback profiles. So you've only got one feedback profile, but we allow also you can ask, but you've only got the clients that's sleeping over. So you can set up one default feedback. You don't allow customers to come in and just do activities. It's only the guests staying over.
Yeah, it might change, but like I say, for
Might
now.
change, but then you can split it. So feedback default, we've marked it as your default. These are the questions that we added for you. How likely would you recommend us to your friends? And you know what? I had a sample yesterday and I deleted it. Okay. How likely would you recommend us to your friends and family? And then how would you rate your visit to Sani Mountain Escape? If you want to create more questions, click on create new questions, type the question in. Okay, so now there's 3 questions. If you don't want to ask my question anymore, you can click on the delete button. Yes, and then it will not ask that question. If you want to use that question, click on the arrow. Are you sure you want to restore it? Yes. Now you've got 3 questions in. But you can come and change them. You can set up 6 and you can say, I don't want to ask that one for now. Don't want to ask that one for now. And then 2 months later, you can change them back again. I want to ask this question now. I want to ask that question now. Sorry, it looks like my mailbox is hanging. I think it's because I'm on Word, on Teams. Oh, I'm so tired of this Microsoft. Okay. Any questions?
No, no, no. It's fine for me.
I want to see.
Not for me. Maybe you have questions?
Nothing from me either, no.
Okay. If you don't want to use feedback, you can go back to your venue setup, default values, and you can just tick no feedback. Then the system will not send your Q2B feedback.
I think we want to use feedback, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And we don't take it to social media. We don't take it to other platforms. It's all internally into your own Q2B. Okay, venue link setup. That's the venue link bookings. So you can say action create new. And you can link with another venue. You don't have anybody in Lesotho currently. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna link you with amazing. All in one with mine, and you say you can do accommodation and activity bookings and ticket bookings for me. You can even set up a percentage or a fixed amount or cost minus percentage or cost minus fixed relationship. You can say, I'll give you 10% there, I'll give you 100 Rand there, and I'll give you 50 Rand there. On which category? Only if you book dinner, bed and breakfast for me. Save. Okay, then you are linked with that venue. They have to do the same on the other side, link with you and do the same and set up the relationship. And then you've got a venue link. Any questions on this? If there's none,
Not from me, no.
okay. Good. And I want to save it because as soon as I save it, you're available on the venue link list. And you still have to decide if you want to use it. Then questionnaires. This is where we'll set up your check-in questions that you're going to send me. So you can send it to me in what format you want it. Might be what is your questions? First, is it going to be maybe take a photo of your ID, signed indemnity, take a give us how did you find out about us? You have to send us that list. This is where we'll set it up for you. Okay, I've just used this picture as your main picture because that's the only one that's big enough. And there's your RGB colors. I made your buttons orange. And then we've set up these standard questions for you. How did you hear about Sani? Please agree to our indemnity. Please sign on the screen. Thank you for completing. If you do not agree. Okay.
Yeah, this is fine. I think
So let's quickly do a test and then I can show you. Let's book from here.
We're doing this garage from scratch. Because I don't think I can.
Okay, and I say 19.
Sorry.
Keep forgetting you've got the pay now. Okay, so there's the booking. So I've set this up for you. We can change it for you how you want it. Okay. So there's your check-in questions. If you've got a different photo that you want to use, you're welcome to send it. For at least,
Change it ourselves also.
sorry?
We can also change it ourselves, or you must change it.
We can change it, or you can go and change it yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So there's my booking. I arrive, and now I can check in. Okay. And this is the questions currently, date of birth, if they want to give it to you. And then I added for you, how did you hear about Sani Mountain Escape? Facebook, Instagram, other tourism office, website, or word of mouth. So I can say from your website, please agree to our indemnity by clicking on agree. I can agree. If you want the buttons may be gray as well, we can do them gray. And then thank you for completing our electronic check-in process. Enjoy your stay with us. Now, 1 out of the 2 guests checked in. So let's say the second one is checking in, and he's Piet Pompies.
Henry, where do we take the ID? I remember at one point you had the ID picture there in the steps.
ID?
Picture of ID or picture of.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying you must tell me if you want to add another question, give me your ID.
Yeah. But does it? Yeah. We would need that. Give me your ID so I can tell. These ones are fine.
Okay, so here I come to your indemnity. I say I don't agree.
Ideal passport.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do not agree to our indemnity, we will unfortunately not be able to host you. Click on back and agree to our indemnity, please. Thank you. And he goes back and he says, I agree. And he signs Piet. Next. And he say finish. So that's why I say if you want it to record the ID or a picture of the ID, just send me an email. Confirm that you want that question added on, and then we'll add it on in here for you.
Okay, let me do it now because that's an important step. Or you need the actual trail to say we asking for.
Yeah, this is the trail that I've set up for you, like on your email that you asked. So how did you hear about Sani Mountain Escape? Please agree to our indemnity. Please sign. Thank you for completing. And then if they don't want to sign, we just force them to go back and sign.
Okay.
So if you want a question in between to say, please take a photo of your ID, we can set it up for you. But just send me permission to add that for you. Okay. You can change the photo here by choose file, and you can upload another photo. And if you want to change to the gray, you can type the RGB colors in there or select any other color from the screen here and say save.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll see there's the 2 guests that signed in now. There's the signed indemnity.
Okay, I've sent you the email.
Okay. And then there's the info and his questions and answers. Okay. So we don't, the customers never work on the questionnaire. We had one customer ever that set up his own check-in app, and we helped him with a few changes because it's a flow chart. If the questions don't flow into each other, it's quite sensitive, then the check-in app will not work.
We might have to include other male, female, or because of just our, but I'll send you that as well.
You mean don't ask gender?
Yeah.
Okay, then we
We
just
want to, but I think generally speaking, especially given that we're dealing with overseas, we might. But we also want to know. I don't know how important. I think we also want to know.
Yeah, but people are very sensitive
Yeah.
these days if you ask them the
Yeah.
gender.
And
Because,
also the dorms are mixed dorms, hey?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But okay, you have it there, so we can change it. I think it's either we ask or don't ask.
please don't go and change stuff on your Chetu. Like we do all our clients, it's a flow chart.
Mm.
If you've got anything wrong, if I do the drop down and if I send it to the next step, anything that's wrong, the questionnaire will not work.
Is it okay?
So if you want any changes, just pop an email and give us permission to make changes for you.
Okay,
Because you can see it's quite sensitive. It becomes a little code and it's a flow chart.
okay.
Okay, and it flows into each other and it's got types. They call it 8 types. What must this type do? This is the indemnity. But the check-in app can take text, boolean, that's yes or no questions, drop-down questions that we've got, info that I must give you, date, indemnity. It can take a signature, it can stop, and it can also have a picture. But it's quite sensitive. And if you do something wrong, the whole check-in app doesn't work. Okay. So if you want to add something, just ask me and I'll do it for you.
Henriette,
Mm-hmm.
this specifically for the check-in app, right?
Yes, this is specifically for the check-in app.
Okay. Then in the actual check-in, when you do it from the booking, it's a different process. There we still,
Yeah, if you want, you can use the electronic check-in
yeah.
or you can use this one, check-in, check-out, print it,
Okay. So
and
in
do
this
the
case, we would
paperwork.
then just print and attach our own copy of email, sorry, copy of passport,
And
or yeah, we print this and then
yeah, so you'll either have an electronic one, which you're going it the electronic way, or alternatively, you're still going to print the paper, have it at reception, and the customer is going to sign it. You file it and keep it in a file.
okay. And then we
Okay.
just attach the copy of ID or passport. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But I think we're gonna go. We're gonna do the QR code thing. That's so much.
Yeah. So that's what we've set up for your QR code to ask those questions
Yeah,
that we've
yeah,
done
yeah,
now.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you want to add something, just pop me a mail and I'll do it for you.
So if you want to do the one where you send the check-in beforehand, we also just ask you to do that for us, where you send the link.
No, that's in the CRM. So the CRM, I'm not going to jump there now. I'm going
Oh, okay,
from
okay.
one
No,
to
that's
another.
fine. That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
in the CRM. You can set up a CRM to say 24 hours before they arrive. Here's the pre-check-in link. Check in now
Okay,
if you want to. Okay.
we'll get there.
Yeah. So that's where the check-in apps where we set it up under questionnaires. Then the gate reasons we've set up. So you've got currently restaurant, delivery or visit a guest. You can edit it, you can delete it, you can say action, create new if you want to create more. And that's when they use the check-in app for the gate. And I say I'm coming in as a day visitor. And what's the reason why I'm here? So I'm coming in as a day visitor. I complete my details. There's the 3 reasons. If you want to add more reasons, you'll do it in your venue setup. One thing I see now as well, I don't know if you have your logo with no background. You have your logo with no background. Transparent logo.
Yeah. What do you do? Change? I think it's fine for now.
Okay, because on the check-in app as well, I see it's with a white background that we've got.
That's fine for now.
Okay. Then your departments. Okay, so here's all your departments that we've set up for you. In the point of sale, that's what Wayne gave us, those departments. So we've got food, so that's your department of the POS as well. And let's say, for instance, you've got missing price list items. So it's items that's not allocated to the department yet. So I'm going to go back to price list. I should have left Coke on there. And I say create new. And I'm just going to do a fast one and say Coke. And the price is 25. So it's not allocated. The system doesn't know which department must that Coke goes to. Now I'm here at departments, right at the bottom. Then you set up departments. I go action, find missing price list items. Coke, it's not allocated yet. So which department do I want it? Beverages and the value. Okay. So if you have more price list items and it's not allocated to a department, it will pick it up from there.
Okay.
Also, if you have some of these departments not set up for the POS groups, it will find it here.
Okay.
Okay. Customers I did with you guys, customer, guests, and companies. I've done that. Then we're going to go to debtors.
Just a reminder, what's the customer's guest and?
Customer? Sorry?
So is this just a list in terms of the different? I'm just saying, just as a reminder, I just forgot that. What was customer?
It's the customer list. We've done it with the
Oh, where
users.
you
So
can
that,
upload.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
And guests, your mailers, and your companies. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here's your age analysis. So age analysis will age all your quotes, invoices, past and future. The 30 days and greater than 30 days, it will put it in here. So here's a quote in the past. It's between 2 and 5 days old. I want to see who it belongs to. I can click on it and it will take me to the quote.
The actual booking. Okay.
Okay.
So this means how many days since it was done, right?
Yeah, since it was done. So unpaid invoices in the past, unpaid invoices in the future will also show you on here, and it becomes a hyperlink. There's the one, and there's the amount. This is the value, and those are the counts.
But it goes to the same booking, right? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then company statement. Let's just quickly change one of those deleted bookings. The company, make it active. Okay, so if I go to company statements and the company wants now a statement for me for the whole of March, I go to the company, I say on screen, print, email, or export to Excel, exclude quotes, exclude zeros, layout 1, and you can go and choose your own layout what you like. Okay, and there's the statement for Q2B Solutions. So there's one booking and it's outstanding and it shows how it was aged.
Also, this is for an external company if they're wanting it.
Yeah, so let's say they want a statement of all the bookings.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one shows your debit and your credit, your payments, and the other one just a standard layout as a statement. Doesn't show your credits.
Okay.
Okay, so That's for tour operator. Maybe you'll do all his stuff in his name and his company, and he wants a statement. You can also print and send a statement to him, or you can export it to Excel as well. Okay, you can also view it on screen. I want to just close my Word. Okay, so there's it on screen. So you can also check your statements here per company, or you can print it or send it. Debtors report. You can say include all the customers, include past events, display on screen, PDF or Excel. And that's all your debtors. Okay. This one is for today, so it's not a past event. So there's the company, there's the amount. If it shows you the total, if you click on the total, it scrolls down to give you a list of all the bookings that they made for the month. If you click on the company name, it takes you to the company details. Okay. So age, debtors, and report that we've done. Just want to see if I'm missing something. Control, apartments. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to start with management reports. And I'm going to do it on my demo because you don't have a lot of info in here now. And then we're definitely not going to get to CRM. We'll have to set up a separate CRM training. But let's work through that management reports tomorrow, see how far we get, and then we start with CRM. Otherwise, we'll just roll over to another hour or two to finish the CRM.
Okay, I've sent you those questions for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the email. So what I'll do is I'll just
There's the photo and then there's next of kin. I just sent next of kin now.
okay. I'll update your questionnaire.
Okay.
That's it. I just want to see. Yeah, channel manager, there's nothing now to show you there. So we can maybe do another slot for channel manager one day, and we can do another slot for CRM. Tomorrow I'm going to start with the management reports. We've done debtors. Okay.
All right.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
If we, it's to do with reservation. So if we have someone who cancels and they have a credit, where do we put that?
So
Just
what you can do is you can just say, if you want to leave it active, you can say credit. Okay, and you can say completed. And you can put anything in here, whatever you want to on booking. You can leave a note in here, why do they have a credit, etc. Okay. And you can put it under completed status, journal, or whatever. If you're looking
on a studio room and not on an actual room.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna go there now. So if I've got a credit, it can just go under completed, and it can show. If I'm looking for credits, I can just type in credits, all my credits will come up. Secondly, if I don't want to book this room out for them, and I just want to have the description there because they're not coming anymore, it's a credit they've got, I'll just do that. Okay.
And then we can just
yeah.
Okay.
And just remove the resource, the room. Otherwise, it's going to hold the room for those
Yes.
dates. Just delete the room, leave it blank, and save.
Okay, so we just leave it blank. Okay.
Yeah, now I've taken the price out as well. Let's finish because I just want to go and get a battery downstairs. My mouse is jumping up and down. So you can leave it there. A lot of clients leave it under pro forma, incompleted or pro forma. Pro forma for me, I would rather work on it as to have it in here,
Mhm.
okay? Or they leave it in inquiry status because they don't want to pay the VAT over yet. Because just now this client will come back and say, or you make an agreement with them that you'll pay him back. So invoice, pro forma or inquiry, you can leave it in whatever status you want to. Let's say, for instance, you refund, Karika, you refund that customer.
Yeah.
You can come create a payment here, say minus, I'm refunding them this much. And you can say EFT, and I can say refunded, blah, 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 whatever I want to, and say save. Okay. And then it will minus the amount of the total.
And then you can check it out of the system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you can always do it that way, but most of our clients will leave a note in the description. It's just easy to find it again because you can imagine if you have hundreds of bookings here and you want to find all the credits, you can search by my surname. But what if you have 10,000 WordTas in your system as your database, and they've got bookings? So I always say to them, just leave a word in their credit or find them again in there. Okay. Some doesn't like it on the active list, so they can put it in completed status. But it's entirely up to you how you want to manage it. And that's us for the day then. So tomorrow it's management reports. Let me just stop this recording.